Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. King Charles and Camilla are in turmoil over the newest revelation exposed by Diana's sister. A source indicates that the latest revelation from Princess Diana's sister raises significant questions about the death of the people's princess. The revelation could potentially startle Prince William, as well as the entire family. The royal family is perpetually a subject of public scrutiny. Recently, Prince William's surprising initiative to restructure the royal family has heightened tensions inside royal circles, revealing negative perceptions of Queen Consort Camilla's reactions. A previous report reveals that Camilla's ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, disclosed a covert arrangement between himself, Camilla, and King Charles regarding financial support for Camilla's children from royal funds. This agreement also involves his ecclesiastical position, which permits him to remain silent about the relationship between Charles and Camilla during her marriage to him. These revelations elucidate the true circumstances behind Princess Diana's death. Is it only an accident? Today, I will further explore this topic by presenting further perspectives from Princess Diana's sister. This might provoke a profound inquiry. Was Princess Diana's death a result of foul play or only an accident? Despite all news channels reporting injuries, we expected the wounded individuals to fully recover. This news incited a profound sense of anger within me. The royal family is often associated with drama, although this specific circumstance is particularly poignant. The discussion pertains to a startling incident involving Princess Diana's sister, Lady Sarah McCorquodale. Lady Sarah wept, thus validating long-standing allegations about the royal family. What is the reality of this momentous occasion, and how did it influence Princess Diana's legacy? We shall elucidate the whole narrative, examine the stories she may have substantiated, and assess the impact on the royal sphere. The esteemed Spencer family, closely connected to British monarchy for generations, gave birth to Lady Elizabeth Sarah Lavinia McCorquodale, one of Diana, Princess of Wales' elder sisters. She had been the oldest daughter of John Spencer, the 8th Earl Spencer, and Frances Shand Kidd. She obtained the courtesy title of Lady in 1975 upon her maternal grandfather's dying, which promoted her dad to the rank of being the 8th Earl Spencer. Lady Sarah was a student at Riddlesworth Hall School in Norfolk and subsequently at West Heath Boarding School in Sevenoaks in Kent. Upon finishing her level examinations, she departed from Heath to pursue employment in London. Sarah enjoyed a wonderful childhood, living with her entire family at the magnificent Park House at Sandringham, the royal family's expansive estate, until 1975, when they moved to Althorpe, the official Spencer home. At this point, Sarah had reached the age of 14. Althorpe, which dates back to 1508 and boasts 90 rooms and 550 acres of private property, surpasses Park House in size. The Spencer sisters enjoyed an opulent childhood, but it was not entirely trouble-free. John Spencer encouraged all his children to earn their own livelihoods. In 1977, at the young age of 22, Sarah attracted the curiosity of Prince Charles. They dated briefly, and several saw Sarah as a prospective spouse for an upcoming ruler, perhaps designating her as the upcoming monarch of England. The momentous occasion was intriguing due to her intimate relationship with Prince Charles, who could potentially ascend to the throne as King Charles III. In the summer of 1977, Prince Charles and Lady Sarah Spencer met at the annual Royal Ascot home party in Windsor, 5 years after Charles's beloved Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles. Charles had been 28 years of age, while Sarah was 22. What if I told everyone that Lady Sarah Spencer had once been on the verge of becoming the Princess of Wales? A serendipitous turn of events marked by romanticism and royal intrigue, Sarah's candid observations and unforeseen decisions altered the trajectory of history. In the Diana Chronicles, Wendy Brown portrays Sarah as delighted by Charles's interest, as she receives a continuous array of complimenting offers from Windsor and Balmoral. However, it appears that their relationship was not a passionate romantic one, but rather a contemplation of a royal alliance. In November of the same year, Sarah asked Charles to take pictures in Althorpe, the location where Diana, then a 16-year-old student, initially met Charles in a formal setting. As their romance progressed, Prince Charles faced temptation to wed an appropriate bride, with the monarchy imposing stringent, if implicit, standards for an appealing future queen consort. Sarah fulfilled several criteria, and her family's strong connections with the royal household rendered her an ideal choice. The media was intently monitoring the kind of lady with whom Charles would ultimately associate. Sarah was a highly impressive individual, characterized by an energetic nature and charisma that captivated the prince. Contrary to expectations, Sarah never considered her connection with Charles, the upcoming king, as very serious. In February, the media closely monitored Sarah and Charles's activities during their ski excursion in Klosters, Switzerland. During lunch, she made the imprudent mistake of divulging information to two reporters, Nigel Nelson and James Whittaker. Recognizing the possible repercussions, she cautioned Charles about the forthcoming release of her remarks in the woman's own journal. He replied curtly, stating, "You have just committed an exceedingly imprudent act." During the discussion, Sarah candidly shared details of her life, including her experiences with underage alcohol consumption, her expulsion from school, and her struggles with bullying. Immediately after speaking, she acknowledged her error and sought to mitigate the situation by suggesting that Whittaker had acquired the conversation via unscrupulous methods. Whittaker, under the guise of a pseudonym, released more damaging quotes in response to the negative reception of her statement. These quotes included Sarah's declaration of her disinterest in marrying Prince Charles, stating, "I have never been in love with him at all and would not get married to anyone I could not love, irrespective of whether he had been a dustman or the King of England." The British monarchy, which prioritizes caution and seclusion, saw Sarah's openness as imprudent and potentially hazardous. Her acknowledgement that the relationship had not progressed toward marriage was detrimental to public perception. Unfortunately, their romance ended soon after the talk, marking the end of a fleeting passion that could have shaped British history. Shortly thereafter, Sarah's younger sister, Diana, sprang into prominence. Diana, born in 1961, was somewhat younger than Sarah but had several aristocratic qualifications, which rendered Sarah a viable candidate for Charles. Diana brought a unique element to the relationship, a purity and timidity that set her apart from Sarah's boldness. Diana initially met Charles, the Prince of Wales, at the age of 16 in November 1977, when he had begun a relationship with her elder sister Sarah. In 1980, Sarah got married to Neil Edmund McCorquodale in a simple celebration at St. Mary's Church, close to Althorpe, thereafter hosting an evening reception at his family's estate. Sarah and Neil have had 3 offspring, Emily Jane, Celia Rose, and George Edmund. They lead a peaceful life in Grantham, Lincolnshire, where Sarah briefly served as the High Sheriff of Lincolnshire in 2009. Although Sarah's connection with Prince Charles was ephemeral, it continues to be an intriguing what-if in royal history. Had circumstances diverged, if Sarah had refrained from that notorious interview, or if Charles had shown more affection for her, it is conceivable that Sarah, rather than Diana, may have ascended to the title of Princess of Wales. This change would have certainly transformed the trajectory of contemporary British history. Following Diana's marriage to Charles, the two sisters had a close connection, frequently vacationing while traveling with their children. Sarah acted as Diana's lady-in-waiting from 1992 to 1997 and persisted in providing assistance to her sister throughout her disagreements with Charles. Diana described Sarah as the sole individual I can trust. Notwithstanding their elevated rank, the sisters frequently exchanged garments, a prevalent custom among siblings. Sarah often donned Diana's vintage attire, highlighting a connection that went beyond their royal responsibilities. After Diana's untimely death in 1997, Lady Sarah McCorquodale was instrumental in safeguarding her sister's legacy. Lady Sarah McCorquodale took on the responsibility of administering Diana's will and managing her personal paperwork. Sarah followed Diana's casket at the funeral, a picture that profoundly impacted the public. In the years subsequent to Diana's death, Sarah emerged as a spokesperson for her loved ones, safeguarding the dignity of Diana's legacy. She had a pivotal role in orchestrating Diana's burial, carefully curating each element to harmonize royal protocol with Diana's affectionate rapport with the people. In her capacity to serve as president of the Diana Princess of Wales Memorial Fund, Sarah endeavored to provide funding for the charities and groups that were significant to Diana, so perpetuating her sister's legacy of empathy and generosity. Althor, the Spencer family estate, evolved into an important stopover for those seeking to honor Diana, with Sarah overseeing the place to preserve its honorable status and importance. More than 20 years after Diana's demise, Lady Sarah's impact persists. Lady Sarah has maintained a strong relationship with Diana's children, Prince William and Prince Harry, serving as a crucial link to their Spencer lineage. Sarah has participated in significant family events, such as William and Harry's marriages, and continues to support the brothers in fulfilling their royal duties. Lady Sarah McCorquodale's impact on Diana's legacy exemplifies subtle fortitude. She has served as both guardian and advocate, ensuring that the world remembers the extraordinary lady whom she called her sister, Princess Diana. Although the world has parted with its princess, we shall ever cherish her memory, due to Lady Sarah. Nonetheless, Lady Sarah has to contend with several unresolved inquiries about her sister's unfortunate tragedy. The understanding that she could never receive straightforward responses is devastating, and the anguish of losing her sister in such a horrific manner persists. How do you see this unexpected moment of genuine feeling and authenticity? Do you believe this alters our perception of Princess Diana's legacy? Thank you for seeing the video. Kindly share your opinions, and farewell for now.